everyone. So today I am promising you that I was going to put up my Invisalign. So here is my story about Invisalign. I'm going to try and do it in under 10 minutes. So I apologize if it sounds kind of fast, but I don't want it to be super long and boring. If you guys have questions, leave them down below or message me. So, okay, I made some notes. Basically, my Invisalign journey started out later in life, but I had braces when I was in 8th grade. And had braces for 9 months, and basically my wisdom teeth came in, impacted my smile. They had to remove the wisdom teeth. There wasn't enough room in my mouth, and my teeth shifted. So I started Invisalign May of 2009, May 20th to be exact. And the treatment was supposed to go for approximately 9 to 10 months. And I started them May 2009. November of 2009, I stopped wearing them. I was going through some personal issues that I'm not going to discuss, but I was going through some personal issues, and I just didn't feel like I was responsible enough, I guess, to remember to take them in and out and carry the stuff with me, so I ended up stopping to wearing them. From November of 2009 until September of 2010, I didn't wear them. I wore them as I remembered and when it was kind of convenient for me. So my Invisalign wasn't working as far as the progress, and my teeth started to shift back, and I was further back in the system than I thought I was actually. So in October of 2011, I went back and saw my orthodontist and sat down with him and talked about options of getting back on the Invisalign routine. And luckily for me, I was able to get refitted with one of the sets of aligners that I already had and kind of work my way back up. Now, on the top, I only had 8 aligners. And I thought that I was on aligner number 6. And I actually was only on aligner number 3 because I had to go backwards. So from aligner 3 to aligner 8 was 5 aligners. And my orthodontist made me wear them for 3 weeks each. Now, I know normal people wear their Invisalign aligners for 2 weeks at a time, but because I had fallen off the wagon of the Invisalign routine, he was making me wear them for 3 weeks. So it was an additional 15 more weeks on the top from the time that I was starting back in October. And the bottom, I had 15 aligners total, and I thought that I was on, 7 on the top, or on the bottom, and I was actually on 5. So I had 15 aligners on the bottom, so from 5 to 15 was 10 more aligners. It was another 30 weeks, which ended up being 7.5 more months. So I actually created my own destiny of the Invisalign routine taking longer than it needed to. So I wore them full time, changing the trays every 3 weeks, and with Invisalign, you have buttons on the teeth that really need to be changed. So on the top, I had 1 button over here, and on the bottom, I had 6 buttons on my crooked teeth down here. And those buttons have adjoining buttons on your Invisalign aligner trays. And those buttons connect to each other when you put them on, and they help shift your teeth quicker. So every 2 weeks or 3 weeks that you change your aligners, the buttons are moved on the trays accordingly so that your teeth continue to shift. So I went back to my orthodontist recently, which I was supposed to be done in, my top ones were done by the time I had my wedding, which was in January. So my top ones have been done since January. I had the button taken off the top. They repolished my teeth and remolded for a retainer that I was to wear to keep my teeth straight. And my bottom ones I just finished in June, and I had the buttons all taken off the bottom. They were repolished, and I had a mold taken for the bottom. Now, by the time my bottom retainers were put on and fitted for my finals, my top retainers I had already worn full-time for 3 months. So then my orthodontist allowed me to go part-time, which meant I only had to wear the retainer for 12 hours a day. And I did that for 2 months, and then just recently, this last time I was back there to get the bottom permanent retainer fitted, he allowed me now that I only have to wear the top ones at night. And the bottom ones, I've had on full-time, and now I'm allowed to wear them part-time, which is 12 hours a day. So these I'm allowed to wear 12 hours a day, and these I only have to wear at night. Now, it's pretty much where I'm in a routine now that I know what I need to do because I'm used to the top being done. But the best advice I can give you guys is wear them all the time. The only time you take them out is when you drink any liquids other than water and when you eat. And similar to braces, because you have buttons on your teeth that move your teeth, they are sore the first 1 to 2 days that you change your tray aligners out. They're very sore. Your gums are sore. Your jaw is sore. Your teeth are sore. If you take 2 Advil or something like that, it usually goes away. But you find that when you pull them out, they're sore. And then you can't really eat much hard stuff. And then when you put them back in, they're sore again. For the first 2 days while you get used to them. With the Invisalign aligners, the thin ones, you actually clean these with warm water and toothpaste. And the aligners that you get for the final that you actually wear that are thicker, you clean them with an antibacterial foaming hand wash and cool water. And I'll explain that in a minute. Yeah, so let me just show you guys. I don't have any before and after pictures because it all goes into a computer system at your orthodontist, and the orthodontist doesn't give those to you. I'm not going to pay extra for pan scans of my face because I know the difference, and I'm sorry that I can't show you guys befores and afters. But I will show you the aligners from number 1 to the last one, and hopefully you guys will be able to see the difference. But I can tell you the top didn't look bad. I only had one button. The bottom, the teeth were like this instead of being like this. So you'll probably be able to see the difference on the bottom. So here's the aligners. This is these are the first set of aligners. So this is the upper number 6, or upper number 1 and upper number 8. So there's the difference. It's very, very slight difference, so you probably can't even tell on the top. Because the top, like I said, it was 1 tooth. Okay, and then on the bottom, it was 1 and 15. So, this is number 1. And if I can show you guys, number 1 on the bottom, if you look really hard, and I don't know how well it's going to show, you can see how crooked the teeth are right in here. They're very crooked. And then if you take a look at number 15, they're perfectly straight. See the difference? There's no there's no crooked parts. Big difference. Number 1 is on the top, and number 15 is on the bottom. You can see the difference. And so if you look at my teeth now, they're perfectly straight. So what they do is after they're done, like I said, they give you 2 retainer cases. One I keep in my purse, and then one I keep by my bed. And you just throw them in there. And the trays that you get, the Invisalign aligners, are very thin, as you can see. You can see right through them. Those you do with warm water and toothpaste. Now, the thicker aligners, which are the ones that you wear, after everything is done and you get your second set of molds, those are thicker, and you do those with cool water and foaming antibacterial soap. I will show you those at the end because I actually left them out in the kitchen because I rinsed them out. But the cost. My Invisalign were close to $5,000. They were $4,100. And at the time that I purchased them back in, a couple years ago, I actually had dental insurance that covered adult orthodontia, which is very few and far in between. Most insurance companies don't do that. So it was $1,000 off that it saved me, and I paid $3,100 out of my pocket. And what I did was my orthodontist allowed me to pay $181.65 a month, and I paid that for 2 years, interest-free. So there's a bunch of different plans out there that you guys can do and things like that. So, don't fret if, you feel like it's expensive. You can save for it. The initial consultation is free, so you guys can take the time and save up for it. But just hang on 1 second. I am actually going to go and get the thicker aligners so I can show them to you. Okay, so these are the thicker aligners that are done for Invisalign after you've gotten all your teeth work done and it's straight. They match you with these thicker aligners. And as you can see, they're a little bit thicker. And these are what you wear full-time for a couple months and then part-time for like 12 hours a day. And because these are thicker, I feel like you hear a little bit of a lisp in your voice. But it's something you get used to talking with them and things like that. And again, these you have to take out when you eat and drink anything besides water. So let me show you guys what they look like. And it kind of feels like there's peanut butter stuck at the roof of your mouth at first when you're getting used to them because they're thicker. But as you can see, you can't tell that they're in my mouth when I talk. You can't tell that I have anything in my mouth. You can hear it a little bit, and I think I'm just a little more conscious of it because I'm used to what I sound like without them. But, and because I don't have a big upper lip, I feel like they protrude my upper lip out a little bit on the top because they're thicker. But other than that, nobody can tell I'm wearing them. The whole entire time that I had Invisalign on, I think only 2 people pointed them out, and that is because they saw the button up top. When I was talking, they could see the button a little bit because it was clear and it stood out a little bit. But other than that, most of the comments I've had are people like, oh, really? I didn't even know you had it. So that's my Invisalign story. There's really not much to tell except wear them all the time and do what your orthodontist tells you to do, and they'll be off in no time. They're absolutely worth every penny. If you guys have other questions that I didn't get to answer, please leave them down below or message me. And I hope this video helped you guys, and have a great day. Bye!